Okay, we have a meaty question here. It says every year after a new car is purchased, it loses one third of its value. Let's say that a new car cost $18,000. What fraction of the value of the car remains each year? And what fraction does the value of the computer decay by each year? We're going to write the equation that gives the remaining value of the car. So this is one that describes an exponential situation and its exponential decay. And we just want to recognize, oh, it loses one third of its value. So we know this is going to be one of the factors. The car cost $18,000. So now we're going to use that information moving forward. All right. So we want to be reminded of the general form of the exponential equation, which is y is equal to a times b to the x, where a represents our initial value, b represents our growth factor. Now, in this situation, they told us that the initial value of the car, or the cost, was $1,800, and they're telling us that the car lost one third of its value. So every year, the car, if it's losing one third of its value, then how much remains? And that is what we want to focus on. So let's see how we do this. So initial value is 18,000. The fraction that is lost is one third. We're always subtracting from one because it's a whole amount, all right? So if it loses one third, how much remains? Well, you're going to take away that one third from one. So we know that 2/3 of the value of the car remains. And then we can use that to write the equation that gives us the remaining value of the car. So the equation that gives us the remaining value of the car is going to be the initial value times the fraction that represents the remaining value of the car. And in this case, that fraction is 2/3. So your equation is y is equal to 18,000 times 2/3 raised to the x, where x is going to represent the year, the number of years that you have owned the car.